Oh, wow. Like every single character is ready to reach that next rank in our relationship. Oh my god. I guess this is what reaching a new floor does when majority of people are already maxed out rank anyway. I feel like we're getting close. Why don't we talk a bit more? Okay. Ha! Can't believe I look forward to these moments. You look forward to it less when I execute you this floor. I mean, there's only like a 1 in 7 chance. You might be coping better than I am in our situation. What? Why is that all of a sudden? Just something that occurred to me, watching your leadership in battle. The thing that sets one person apart from another isn't rank or authority. It's the power to survive. You're really something. I'd almost award you a medal for your efforts. But I don't think I have the rank to do that here.
No. You're
being too generous. Nonsense. In fact, I was hoping to check out your talents more up close. What do you mean? You want to head out together? A light mission? Getting a good workout might do wonders for us than a simple chat. What do you say? I'll join you.
Then...
Thanks, let's go then. Oh... So are we gonna get tons of them now? We only had one last floor and that like had a huge difference in my ability to figure out who the traitor was. That it might be super easy now if everyone else has one or something. Side by side.
Huh?
Aha! So you've come again. Shall we head out? Yeah. I feel so elated. It may be in poor taste here, but it should be okay once in a while.
Who, me?
I've said it before, but being cute is everything to me. However heinous some criminals may be, I think them adorable for so long as they're cute. However grim the incident, I think it's adorable as long as it's cute. Weird, right? I'm sure it's a distorted view. But that's the person I am. There's nothing that can be done, mate. My standards for things I want to hold dear are probably broken. It's likely why I'm giving myself up the moment I thought you were dear to me. Say, Sho, you can use me however you want.
What?
Come again? It's just as I said, mate, I don't mind you using my body and heart as you wish. What are you saying? I don't need anything of the sort. Even so, it's something I wish for. The most important thing to me is how I feel.
But...
That's absurd. What's with you, going on about how you won't vote for me if I'm a traitor or doing whatever I want with you? Why do you hold yourself in such low regard? What's the point of selling yourself so short? As long as the things I think are cute and are happy, I'm okay with that.
Damn.
I don't buy it. Why can't you consider yourself cute?
Really?
Huh? I've always questioned it. Aren't you taking yourself too lightly? You believe cute things are precious. Why don't you include yourself there? But why not think of yourself as cute too? Is that acceptable? At the very least, I can't like someone who can't even like themselves. Aha, that's harsh. I see, so I'm allowed to consider myself cute. What the fuck is this conversation, by the way? I suppose I can't go dying so easily then, can I? Of course not. Cheers for that, Sho. I feel like I may be able to see my own worth. God damn it, you're so useful in combat, and I really, I kinda hate you. Cause what are you, you weird monstrosity of a character? I'm glad I could chat with you like this after all. Come out with me again sometime, mate. I wouldn't let you run, even if you say no. What? Okay, now you're just getting rapey about it. I don't intend on running away? I'm relieved then. She's really creepy. And she's just like... What are you? You weird alien. And how do you do that with your hair? How do you do that with your hair?
Yes.
Sho, excellent timing. May I have a moment?
I see.
Very well. Oh, they swapped them. The top one's almost always yes, so it's like... Isn't that... Wait, has the top one always been yes?
Yes.
Maybe not. Sure, let's go.
Huh, I see.
Do you remember what we previously talked about? About you being odd? Why must you phrase it that way? You're much too direct about it. But this is indeed what it's about. Really? You have issues with being direct, Nagi? So that is the topic.
Yes.
Yes. And what we talked about. I want to hear your opinion on the matter. I've never thought of myself as an odd individual. I've lived as a soldier and I've never come across this concern. Honestly, you're like the least weird person in the room besides, like, Toya.
And?
And you're concerned now?
No.
Concerned would be somewhat misleading. If anything, I would say that I'm scared. No, aren't you just troubled after all?
I see.
Does it seem like it? It's different from being troubled. I suppose these things can't be conveyed so easily. Did I fail? I think I failed the conversation.
Yes.
Seriously though, like, with this cast of characters, the way that we're having a conversation about
I
how
see.
Nagi is weird is, like, kind of baffling. 'Cause I'm like, compared to
You're right.
who in this room, is she the weird one?
No.
Scared, huh? Let's see some combat, Nagi. Combat? Very well. I won't allow any recklessness. Joke's on you, I'm constantly reckless with her. Let's see some combat, Nagi. Seemed like such a weird dialogue response of, like, almost like pushy. And it almost feels like it's pressing her to continue to hide behind combat and not think about herself. But apparently it is the way you have to go, because it's actually a setup for doing the her quest. Your own self. She says she's anti-recklessness supposedly, which is funny because I exclusively use her recklessly. So hero. I think everyone's gonna get a companion quest, which means it's gonna be super, super easy to figure out who the traitor is, because there's gonna be so many rounds. What's the matter? You have an especially serious face today. I'd like to hear your story properly.
Well.
Ah, yes. I'll tell you everything.
Now then.
Now, where to start? Where to start? I want to be blunt. The man in your story, that's you, right? Why do you ask? I want to know why you're telling me something that you obviously seem reluctant to share. I've told you that this is the proper course of treatment for you. And I still need more treatment, right?
Indeed.
So you're giving in? Are you curious of the content? I see. So there might be a murderer on the loose within our fellowship. And before you judge the traitor, it's best to eliminate whomever is a threat to your safety. And you wish to confirm if I'm indeed the murderer, is that it?
I don't know.
It's very possible.
Well.
How straightforward. Well, let me address these accusations. You are precisely correct. I am the man in the story. I turned my back on the law and committed murder. I'm sure this increases my likelihood of being targeted in the next judging. However, whether I am a traitor or not is a separate matter. It might not be prudent to denounce me so hastily. But I should stop this. I don't want to appear as though I'm pleading for my life.
I see.
I see. But it's up to me whether or not I trust you. Then how about this? Do you trust me to watch your back, knowing that story about me?
What?
Should we put it to the test?
Yes.
Only if you'd like to. Let's do it.
Oh.
How courageous. Well then, let's go. Creed and Sin. We're getting heavy on the number of character quests, which means that the problem is that I now have 3 eliminated party members, and those are... So you're missing out on all of those characters' side missions and dialogue. Which somewhat justifies New Game Plus a little bit. My problem is that if I did New Game Plus as a series, I would be playing the same levels with largely the same characters and managing the same gear and leveling up the same characters, and like it would be like so much of the content, unless they massively remix it each playthrough somehow. I assume that so much of the content would be the same series again, essentially, and then occasionally some new dialogue would crop up. It's why I'm not psyched about doing that usually.
Huh?
You're back, huh? Let's go. Shut it. I know what's up. I'll go with you. Happy? No, I'll go with you. Happy? Missed the period placement a little bit. So, You said before that imitating someone's abilities doesn't mean that you aren't you're still yourself, right?
Yeah.
That I did. So, what do you call someone who doesn't have their own talents? If someone's just able to imitate other people, is he really himself? I can be as strong as anyone else, but how do you think it feels knowing that it's not me? I can't even imagine. But just because you don't have a unique power doesn't mean that you aren't an individual. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, at least. I mean, of course he's still an individual. All human beings don't have a unique power. That just means he's not one of 10 people. Always got something pandering to say, huh? Deal with it. Come with me a sec. I'm not taking no on this. I feel like letting off some steam. A lot of steam. Fine.
You're right.
Thanks, let's go. Liquid Soul? I guess that fits what he is and what he does. Yoko Tachibana. Sho, are you here for me again? Yeesh, I'll come however many times as you want. What?
Yes.
Great, thanks. Even though she constantly said, leave me alone, the last, like, several times we talked to her. Something on your mind?
Yes.
Yep. Do you remember what you said to me before? That I'm not there in person when I sing, that I lack heart. I think it might be because of my telepathy.
Huh?
And your reasoning is? Well, it's because I already know a much easier way to convey my feelings to people when compared to singing. So I probably don't believe that my songs will reach people's hearts. I want to believe, more than anyone, that songs are what convey the heart, but I myself subconsciously doubt the power of song.
So you see...
That's why I kept on practicing, improving my skills, and tried to forget that songs can't beat telepathy.
I know.
Say, Sho, can you go out with me for a bit? I don't want to fear this power anymore. I want to use my gift as my own and overcome it. It's probably something I can achieve by facing my power in combat. What? So, would you please? What? Sure. What? Great. Let's work hard at this together. I'm gonna improve my singing by fighting dudes in the city. What? Man, they really had to break their back over the fact that they tried to make different stories for each character, but every single story ends up manifesting itself in a fight that's nearly identical. Why does this game even have dialogue?
Hey.
It doesn't work. Hey, Sho. Hey ho, Sho. Wanna go? Let's do it. Now you're talking.
You know...
You ever know that martial arts can only communicate through their fists?
No.
Isn't that from a manga? It is it? Ah! But let's not get bogged down in the details. We can learn from them, though. See, the best way for men to get along is to bump fists. So how about you and I go on a mission? Aren't those unrelated? That doesn't mean we have to bump each other's... That doesn't mean we have to bump each other's fists, does it?
Seriously?
Jeez, forget it then. Let's just go break a sweat together then, you know? A game? Okay, so this entire dialogue doesn't even actually set up a mission. They're like, everyone's doing missions, let's do a mission. I knew you'd be down. Go with the flow. I like that song. Although I like 3s and 7s more. And no one knows, actually. Go with the Flow might be like my 5th favorite song by Queens of the Stone Age. It's not bad. It's fine. Get people weapons and see what they cost in this act, because I'm scared to find out. Whoa. Did we jump a tier? There's a plus 20 and a plus 40. I mean, I should invest in the expensive ones, right? Like the Ace Cutter. Let's start with you. And I should get one for Sho, the pistol. Yeah. One for Sho. Next priority, let's say Nagi. I'm sorry, plus 55? Damn. And then... mana, I'd say. Nope, hers is extra expensive. Gotta sell the other ones first. But I've got some spares. Because there's a dead person now, in particular. And they both already have that one. That's just that was the weapon of our dead party member. There we go. That'll get us started, but yeah. I went for those health upgrades, now I gotta deal with the fact that various people in my party are just gonna be underpowered until I get the money for it. Not you. This game has one of those menus that bothers me a little bit because it's like over-animated, but when you're doing a bunch of management, you want to just have like an instantaneous menu so you can go as fast as you can. But you have to like wait for the menu to load periodically, which is weird. Okay, so I upgraded Ajito, Nagi, Mana, and Sho for starters. That's most of a team, and we can work our way towards the rest. Every time I do a mission, I probably make enough money to upgrade another character or something. So Crusher, downgrade item, sell it. Fine Slicer, downgrade item, sell it. Hard Strike, downgrade items, sell it. We're like halfway to the next item, I think. That's all of our weapons sold. The Barrier Tech ones are universally a downgrade, so I should sell all 6 of those. There we go. Everyone's wearing Barrier Tech 3 or Shock Absorbers at this point. And the next goal is to get more apps, because the apps fill up the other 2 slots on characters, whereas the gadgets, you're only getting as much upgrade as it is more powerful than the previous item. I can't afford anything else for now. I'm tempted to just... I'm wondering sometimes if I should stock up or not. Leveling up is such a slow process that I sometimes wonder if I should try to stock more points first or something. Let's see, so I was trying to make my way down to Daydream. So, Rebel Strike. And that's worth getting now. Having that for our character, at least. Right, I have a new power. We have the Telekinesis skill. It's primarily like a ranged attack. Probably good for Yoko, because she doesn't really have much in the form of special attacks. She just has her gun and some buffs, so I might give her some more options to use her powers on. That's probably a fitting thing to help round her out a bit more. Sure. Okay, so who else has points to spend? Nagi. So I grabbed Kinetic Mastery. We could make Dragon Dive more powerful if I wanted to. A little bit. Or I can keep working down towards Quantum Blade, I think I will. Gravity Mastery. Yeah, let's keep pumping up that passive increase to her points. I take issue with getting Mass Renewal just because it's going to become more than twice as expensive with one upgrade. That's brutal. I might keep going Injection. Make him as good of a healer as possible. Yoko, we're going down Demotivation and Mind Boost. So now Inspiration and Demotivation are more powerful. She just learned Brain Hacker. Amnesia will remove status buffs and debuffs on target, so it's could be used offensively or defensively, and she's going to start getting psychic attacks. So now she has Brain Hacker, raises all allies' stats. That's kind of a big deal. Why did she get it though? I don't understand. Let's see. She got it from buying Amnesia. What? But that's the other thing? That's Rewrite. I briefly thought maybe it happened because she bought every single one of her skills, right? Like maybe it's because she bought all of the brain hacker skills. But she just bought No. No, I don't have amnesia yet. I got mixed up a second. No, I just got mind boost. Is that what it is then? So she has every single mind boost brain hacker skill. Is that why she learned brain hacker bonus? See, the other person who got it was... Nagi got G-Force. Does she have every G-Force skill in the entire tree? Wait, what? That's Gravitron. G-Force, 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 G-Force. She does have every G-Force skill. It's just really hard to tell, because the screen has so little space. So that's why she learned G-Force. All allies deal higher damage when they move more. Increases all allies' move. That's a really... So you get that by getting every zero grab skill. Which I'm close to getting, aren't I? Just need these two? Oh, this is not a materia skill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 levels to get it still. Shit. I wish I knew that sooner. Did the game ever tell me that? Because these are huge bonuses. Everyone moves more? I want that. More damage when you move. Decreases... Oh, this is an actual skill she learns that she uses. What does Sho get? When attacked, you have a chance to attack first and end the enemy's turn. Whoa. Yes? So it's even better than combat senses? In order to get it, I need to get combat alert? Is that all I need? Oh, I think that's all I need. I wish they told me that. I just need 1 more point for combat alert, and just to buy it, and then I'll have this chance of a chance of ending the enemy's turn. It's even better than combat senses. Clairvoyance increases the range of normal shot attacks. Yes. Akashic lore increases critical rate of all allies. God damn. That's huge. That's a huge bonus for a permanent leader character too. This whole game, I knew those skills were in the corner there, I just didn't know how to get them. And I don't think the game ever told me how to get them. I don't think. Okay, so we'll look into it more as I level up again. But, that'll definitely affect my decision-making process to get a passive bonus. Like this guy right here, he's got Dimension. Phase Item. Like, I think Phase Item was something that didn't catch my attention at first. Teleports an item for use on a faraway target. Okay. It means that you can use items against distant people. Maybe enemies or allies? I don't remember if there's offensive items. So if I get Farstrider again, I can get Phase Item, which Farstrider gives you... makes some of your attacks longer range. Now next time I can buy Phase Item. And then if I buy Phase Item, I will gain Dimension. Reduces GP and stand cost of all your Dimension type skills. Yes? Ah, this is important. So there's a motivation for completionism within the skill tree, because getting every skill of a type gives you a bonus, period. And I'm only now learning about this in 4th floor out of 5. That feels odd. Okay. So here we are. The first mission is Living Ruins, but I'm just gonna go back to the previous floors and do those ones instead. Might as well do them in floor order to keep track of them. Oh, this one. Difficulty 4, huh? Expression. Believing her gift has hindered her passion, Yoko ran away from it. With Sho, she can face her powers. Whatever that means. Everyone's level 20, but they're just forts. Oh... Okay, so Radar's going to be summoning enemies at the end, so we need to rush forward. We have 5 melee enemies, 1 ranged enemy, and 1 drone. So not really a dramatic set of enemies, but we need to be just destroying. An emphasis on assist characters is key here. Let's see, upgraded character, and Yoko's already in the crew. Vegito. We're all going to be in a group, so those AoE heals Sohiro does are actually going to be really helpful. So Hiro should be in the back. Ejito and Nagi should also be in the back because they move the fastest. In fact, they should be behind Sohiro even. They'll be 5, 6. Mana can be in the... You can't change where people are standing for some reason. Annoying. Okay. That kind of locks us in. And then when we finish this mission, I can afford an upgrade for another character, probably. I should have checked the actual reward, because I think it tells you what the money is you're going to get.
Go.
Should be pretty basic. Just around the corner, there's one dude. Yeah. So you should go first, because you're the guy that has good assists. I now have Rubble Strike. Range 5. So it's lower range than my normal attacks. It has a power of 100. Oh, but yeah, that's a big AoE. I'm happy to have that. I have no reason to use it now, but I'm happy to have it.
Come on! For everyone's sake.
What's that? You can't counter me? Oh, I'm sorry. You're absolutely not going to be able to reach them because you just can't go very far. You might as well defer.
Me too.
Leave it to me.
Just soaking up all of those assist points on my main character. Because it doesn't affect the power balance of the party at all.
Let's get this show on
Commencing
the road.
assault.
Meanwhile, you can go really far. But not like infinitely far.
Time for a change of
Leave it
strategy.
to me.
Did I block the path in front of me so I can't get through? I almost did. He got stuck for a second there. Yeah, you don't have an ally nearby, so there's no reason to Rebel Strike. I'm just excited to use my new toy. I should move forward as much as I can. At this point, he's going to reach me no matter what, so there's no reason to do anything besides just stay out of his counter range.
Come on!
Wow. That did some damage.
A concerted strike.
Okay, leave it
Go,
to me.
Yoko! It's your mission. It's your time to shine. Isn't this exciting?
Ha! Good.
Oh, 2 down.
And away we go.
I'm really cementing the fact that they're going to be at the front of the group at this rate, aren't I?
Hey, check this out.
Leave it to me.
Well, 2 down. Those sure are some ideal camera angles for showing enemy movement, in that they convey basically nothing. So he summoned what? Right, they mostly just summon drones, right, which aren't really dangerous. Let's see.
Let's go. Here I go.
Let's go.
Let's get you in attack range. Just had to be close enough not to get countered.
Come on! For everyone's sake.
Good.
I'm running forward slowly. That's a sniper. Should I defer or just hang out here? So up there is one sniper, one drone, and around the corner there's the last one of the forts. So if he goes forward enough, he'd kind of be at risk of getting attacked, right? I might not want to commit to that. That was a clumsy move that might cost me something. You can go pretty far forward. But not far enough to hit anybody? How? He's flying, so I can't tell how close that is to being in range. Do you have a 7? Apparently not. There's a 7. Dragon Dive. That's the one that does... it's multiple targets, so it's like a really cool one. It's kind of wasteful to use against one guy. But it does damage, and I want to hurt things. I'll go for it. It's a relatively easy mission so far, so I think we can get away with just doing whatever. A lot of these companion ones might be, like the game's own difficulty rating lists them as being half as hard as the game up until that I was just, the levels I was just playing.
Me too.
Leave it to me.
I really can't reach it? I can't defer because he was deferred. Maybe I just need to run in a straight line.
What a shame.
No! Crap.
On my way.
I accidentally kind of double-clicked. So I was trying to use that skill because I thought I could go highlight a circle over there to attack them, but I kind of accidentally selected like right where I was already standing, basically.
And away
Can you
we
just
go.
teleport through the wall? What can't you? Isn't that the point of you?
Hey, check this out.
Leave it to me.
I wish you could restore somebody else. Nothing's gonna be able to reach, and I'm really just grouping them together to make sure that one of my allies gets in trouble here. I could use this on you, at the very least, but kind of back up to get out of range a little bit,
Leave it to me.
Appreciate it.
because she
On
might
my
get
way.
teamed up on. Ow.
You're off target.
They're slowly adding more, but they're easy enough to deal with. This isn't the kind of situation that the first time was, where I fought one of these guys where there was 4 in one room and they were just spewing them out. It's like, oh god, we have to shut off the valve.
Let's do
Everything's
this.
going to die. All of the things will die. Well, now I can at least use these nice AoE attacks against everybody. That'll be fun. I'm just really mad that I accidentally shot my teammate.
What a shame.
Let's go.
How is that not... That's supposed to be funny, right? There wasn't even like a climactic sound effect, and they didn't get like destroyed by horrible rubble. Like that was the... Like... If there's a spectrum where on one side of the spectrum is Golden Sun, like, endgame summon attacks, and the other side is that's what that is. I fired in the air, and then, like, a little rock went, and then you hear a tiny tap noise of the rock contacting. There's not even, like, an impact noise that sounded like it hurt.
Over the road.
It's amazing. That was incredible. It was the worst. Oh, that looks so fun to use. Let's get away just because I don't want to crowd and block the doorway. This is bound to be fun.
Move out.
Getting those multi-target attacks.
Hostile down.
Well, that'll help Nagi's battle rating. Can you hear me, Sho? That you, Yoko? Yes, this is telepathy. I've waited until this point in the game to use it, apparently. What? Wait, what? This game's like 80% over with the progression or something, or, well, we're 60% done, I guess, because we just started this chapter. And we're just now being like, yes, this is what telepathy is, my power I've been using the entire game. I've never used it like this before, but I can easily send my thoughts this way. To be honest, I think it's pointless to be particular about sending my feelings with song when I already have this power. You can't possibly think that. Are your songs there just to let others hear a voice? Are you fine with only words reaching them? Every person who hears your songs will have their own thoughts on it. Isn't that what it means to convey your heart? Why is this happening during a battle? There's no reason for this to be during a battle besides the fact that the game convention and progression system says that every character is supposed to have a loyalty mission or whatever. Although I'm not sure if me saying this so meekly will reach you. Yeah, you're right. It's like a light bulb just lit up in my mind. Thanks, Sho. Now back to the fight that has nothing to do with this story. What is going on?
Here I go.
On my way.
Oh, this is baffling storytelling. It's incredible. I'm amazed right now.
For everyone's
And
sake.
away we go.
Let's see. Let's give you your battle ranking. Poor misused Jito. So which skills got higher range? Did Stealth Step get longer range? I think it did. Transplant doesn't reach. I think, is that the range of his normal attack? Those normal attacks have a range of 2, and these have a range of 2. Let's use Cruel Step because it's the cheapest one from a sanity perspective, and GP perspective actually. And he's pretty close to dying.
There. Here
It's
I go.
also an amusingly dramatic attack.
Well, who's that?
I like how it reminds me of really old RPG, like really old, awkward, like handheld game JRPGs, in that the animation has like, it's just a completely flat landscape with nothing on it. It actually kind of weirdly reminds me of some of the tricks they would use for Golden Sun. Not the same move explicitly, but a little bit. I think about how everyone would disappear from the battlefield and things like that. The one character could, you can't defer to... Oh, you can't defer to her because she hasn't moved yet. Right. Let's have you move first, because then she could defer to you. Ah. Well, at least we'll catch up
For
now.
everyone's sake.
Is this in range? Yep.
I'm here for you.
Understood.
Go, go, go! Should probably at least try not to block the path completely. There we go. Now she can try to turn the corner. Let's see, if I charge down there, how much trouble do I get into? It's a fort and a drone. It's not that big of a deal, but they will attack. But Ajito has a decent chance of just avoiding attacks. So we might get away with it. Otherwise, the Sho is just really hard to kill. Could just put him in the front. Especially since Sho can even, like, potentially interrupt an attack. Not until I get the cool one, though, that actually ends turns. Yeah, he can't even reach me. The drone might.
My head.
What's that? Your head? It'll feel better after you have to use more telekinetic powers.
I know your moves.
It's really
For
funny.
everyone's sake. Here I
It's
go.
really funny, and
Away we
it
go.
doesn't work at all. It's just so...
Focus.
It's so silly. Oh my goodness.
Dragon dive! Dragon, dragon. There's a dragon. Oh my god, dragons. Dragons are scary.
I might go attack them next, because other people can probably deal with these guys. But there's this enemy straight ahead that needs to be dealt with. The furthest I can make it. Longest range attack is Dragon Dive. Is that the only one that reaches? It probably is. That sucks because it's expensive, isn't it? Not really, actually. Dragon Dive's not that expensive. Huh. Let's let everyone else go first and see if they can deal with those targets themselves. Ow!
On my way.
Let's get this show on the
Upgraded
road.
weapons are not a joke. These are all still single target attacks. Might as well just use my normal attack.
Well, who's next?
Let's go.
Focus.
Brace yourself.
Yep,
Is that really all?
kinda went as expected.
Kent, focus.
I can reach you. You're not safe.
Yeah.
For everyone's sake.
And you're just kind of here. In the back. Got left behind by the defer system a little bit. It's okay. Alright, we have all these attacks here. Stab them. Whoa, range 8. Look, that's a nice thing for her to have. I didn't realize how long of range it had. Raise all allies' stats?
Stay calm.
Huh. I thought it was a passive, but it's a manual thing she does for a ton of sanity. But still, like, that's mega powerful, isn't it? Like, no big deal, we just raised all 6 stats on all of your allies. Maybe it only lasts 1 turn or something? I don't know, most buffs and debuffs seem to last 3 turns,
My head.
like, almost weirdly consistently in this game. Matt, the moment you go under half sanity, they start talking like they're losing their mind.
Here I go.
That's actually a pretty good confirmation of exactly what I was just saying, and I didn't know I was about to confirm it.
Here I go.
Because one of them's at 50% exactly, and one of them's at 48, and the 48 is exhausted, apparently. Get out of here. I did a punchy punch. Yeah, whoa, boy.
That was easy, right?
You're fine, right? You're fine. What's the actual condition? Defeat all enemies. And Sho cannot go down, and so can, and neither can
Away
Yoko.
we go.
Kent, focus.
Can you reach the radar? The answer is yes. This will make her go crazy. Can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully she'll immediately attack him again. Please kill the radar. Yes. So convenient. Wait, you said defeat all enemies. You lied to me. Ooh, actually facing my powers head on reminds me. Telepathy is amazing after all. It's a weird way to say it, but my ability is pretty great. In order to beat this power, I'm definitely going to have to sing extremely well.
Sounds good.
Isn't that alright? If you're not great at it, I mean.
But that's...
But, huh? But no one would want to hear a crappy song, and it certainly won't touch anyone's heart. This isn't a very detailed reasoning, but I've been thinking. There must be a passion that can't be expressed by techniques alone. No way, we improve our techniques to avoid vague expressions. The only way to solve my issue is practice. Practice turns into confidence, and when that surpasses my telepathy, I think that's when I can believe in my singing. No. That day will never come. Probably. Huh?
That's right.
Aren't you misunderstanding the power of songs? It's true that technique removes instability and makes songs easier to listen to, but still, technique doesn't convey songs to people, the heart does.
I see.
Weirdo. So songs are supposed to convey our hearts, but hearts convey our songs too?
You're right.
Right. In other words, hearts are responsible for conveying the heart.
I see.
Uh-huh, the heart, you say. I feel like I understand now. You know, I used to be even worse in the past. Whenever I sang, I got weird looks, got pointed at, got laughed at. That's why I practiced so desperately, thinking I needed to sing well. I need to sing well.
Yes.
It must have been exactly as you said. There's no way my heart would be conveyed like that.
That's right.
Maybe I'll change my way of thinking. Thanks, Sho. Meanwhile, like... Meanwhile, she had to go, like, insane to finish this fight so that a completely different person could be all like, yay, that's how you sing. What? Hey, so Hero got the least experience for once. Or least rating. 5 turns, 1 gift XP, cool. And Nagi continually loses points for her berserks. Somehow I feel like that's not gonna hurt her. Really minor experience. Probably has to be because it'll screw the curve up. What? That's crazy. No voices. Aw.
I have some mixed feelings about this.
Wow, really? 3? No. Someone in the script is a traitor. Just it occurred to me that that means, of course, that these are my like most valuable characters, and one of them's a traitor. So great. It's not like a. It's not Nate. It's not Keiji or Zenji. Not Keiji. Keiji's from an anime. Hey, Sho, over here, Sho. I might be the traitor, Sho. So hey, who do you think the traitor is? It's not time for that yet. Not time for that yet. All I know is y'alls are all suspicious, which makes everybody not in this crew not suspicious. Great. 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 So now I need to bring in Toya and Zenji to replace 2 of these characters and see how much the voices number changes by. That'll be interesting. Great. Who would I want to lose the most? Yoko? She's got a good power now though, because she buffs the entire party. That's really good. That's a really good move to have. Like the moment of the biggest fight starts, I can be like, everybody gets a billion buff. And if I choose to, I can even do that when she's next to an enemy, and maybe even make her go crazy with it. So then she starts doing tons of damage while everyone else is buffed up and everything's going great. I'm hoping it's not so Hero because I don't really have a healer. You really don't have like a backup healer character in this game, and I'm really liking my long range characters a lot too. Y'all are all suspicious. I don't know. Well, guess that's one way of dealing with the situation. I hate it too. Everyone's gonna vote for Zenji, which is a problem because Zenji's not the traitor. The 2 top candidates for traitor are the 2 people I can say without a shadow of a doubt are definitely not the traitor. Because that's how things have turned out. Great. Welp, the good news is these companion quests are easy, so I can probably get away with not using the healer for a bunch of them, getting some people some points as we go, hopefully. Got some setup to do real quick, not equipment, crap. There we go. So, Sho, let's get combat alert. There we go, you learn combat alert.
The vision unfolds.
You learn premonition. That's the real reason I bought combat alert, but it's a good skill too, I guess. It dodges the next attack if you activate it manually, which is, it's fine. It's just that it's a whole turn, and other stuff's really good. But yeah, premonition's fantastic. Mana has 2 points to spend. Do you now? Unfortunately, your input's super split so far. I've gone heavy into superhuman, but I might be almost done with superhuman. Steel frame is also a superhuman skill. What's the bonus for superhuman? Raises max hit points and GP. Yes? Oops. Increase all allies' melee damage. Overdrive. That's pretty good for. That's good. What do you call it? That's like a good synergy for Ajito. Hyperdrive raises all stats, halves damage taken, GP costs are 0, and can act again. Next turn become berserk. You seem to think that's a bad thing. So make her a super tank that does tons of damage and can use any skill for free, and then put her behind enemy lines while she takes half damage and aggroes tons of people, and then she can then go berserk to do tons of damage next turn out of my control, but kind of in my control because I put her there on purpose. Yeah, I want that. That sounds amazing. GP cost of 100 means, though, that you have to be saving up for it, because if you use up too much stuff, you won't be able to use it. That's cool, but I want superhuman. Which means I need to go back and get what I missed here. Oh, steel frame's a materia skill. So I need focused breathing and I need desperate stance. So that's yeah, that's one that makes you stronger, but makes you easier to kill, which I'm not psyched about, but I'll get it for that purpose. This restores GP passively, not passively, actively. But indomitable. Higher chance of reviving after death. Focused breathing. There we go. So 2 more levels and I can get desperate stance, which then she'll have that bonus, and so on. I'm glad I noticed now at least about that skill. So raised agility for windwalk, which means that she has higher dodging. Then she can get satellite, and then she has to get acceleration. Make somebody else move. That's kind of, actually, yeah, being able to buff somebody's move is interesting. It doesn't say 3 turns, though. It just says it raises it. So it might not be very long-term buff. Restores all allies' GP and HP, but it costs you 200 GP and 550 sanity. Kind of an edge case one. Side effects. Your attacks have a low chance to inflict confusion, sleep, poison, blind, stun, charm, or seal. That's pretty good if it affects assists in particular, because he's a good assist character. Side effects. Not really prepped for side effects though. I only bought Strike of Samael. But if I buy every rejuvenation skill, I get that bonus. Which I'm almost there, right? Yeah. So if I buy efficiency, which I have reason to get anyway, then I'll be all prepped. I'm gonna want that anyway because it makes it my spells cheaper. I'm gonna want to max it out probably, along with maxing out injection probably. Make him the mega healer. But I definitely want that ridiculous map-wide heal if I can get it. What do your skills do? Brain Hacker is raise all ally stats. We already have that. Yeah, the arrow means that you have to manually do it. It's not a little head. Rewrite lowers all target stats. Mind Crush lowers all enemy strength dex for 2 turns. These are expensive ones. Whereas this is single target and that's everybody. So you must be like, screw this particular guy, which definitely happens when we fight the big bads. But for that I need to max out Rewrite, which is... do I even have a Rewrite skill? I think I'm just entering that now. Oh, this is where Rewrite starts. Amnesia. Remove status buffs and debuffs on target. Might be worth having. Yeah. Worth using against those enemies that start buffing up and tanking. What do you have? Dimension. Reduces GP and sand cost of all dimension type skills. Death Mark. Lowers sanity cost to 0, but raises GP cost for 3 turns. Warp Flow. Teleport to the target. Oh, teleport the target to any place on the map. Ally or enemy, I take it. Interesting. Expensive. Mostly for GP. Surprisingly not as sanity intensive. I'm probably close to this one, right? Dimension? Did I get Dimension? I did not. What am I missing? Phase item?
The battlefield is my playground.
There we have it. So teleport an item for use onto a faraway target, and now I've got Dimension, which reduces GP and sanity for all Dimension skills. So that's good. Unless I want to make him go crazy again, but other than that, now everything's going to be cheaper. That's good news. Okay. It's got to be Yoko dialogue, right?
Hey, Sho, I'm free to talk.
Who's available? What? Oh, then let's talk.
Great. Why don't I listen to your life story or something as thanks for all you've done?
Well, someone's in a good mood.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to you, I feel refreshed. All my doubts and worries are gone, and now I'm in full force for you.
What was that at the end?
Now, it'll be fine. Let's just ignore that last bit. Oh, right. I have to tell you something. Wanna hear it?
I assume it's good news then.
Well, of course it is. Hence my mood.
So, what is it?
Well, I put plenty of thought into what you said to me. Like how you taught me a lot of things when I said I wanted to erase my telepathy. About that, I've decided to keep my ability. I figure I should accept a gift that was given to me and coexist along with it.
I see. I think that's great. But I don't think you can get rid of telepathy in the first place.
That's true, but my point is, aren't you proud that I've learned to accept it instead of oppose it?
Yeah, I am.
Right? It'll probably be challenging, but I'm gonna sing with so much feeling that I won't lose to my telepathy. As I do with my gift, I'll put my heart into my songs and sing away. Thanks for everything, Sho.
Oh, bond with Yoko achievement and a big, shiny, crazy gold handshake happened. Is it gonna look different up here? Looks the same, I think. She's max rank now along with some of the other ones. Okay, maybe that... Is that the end to the thrilling storyline of how Yoko kind of thinks about singing sometimes and is kind of vapid about her understanding of everything involved and it's kind of frustrating? Yay! Let's move on to other characters.